Us Two by A. A. Milne. Wherever I am, there's always Pooh. There's always Pooh and me. Whatever I do, he wants to do.
Where are you going today?
Says Pooh.
Well, that's very odd, because I was too. Let's go together.
Says Pooh, says he.
Let's go together.
Says Pooh. What's twice 11? I said to Pooh.
Twice what?
Said Pooh to me. I think it ought to be 22.
Just what I think myself.
Said Pooh.
It wasn't an easy sum to do, but that's what it is.
Said Pooh, said he.
That's what it is.
Said Pooh. Let's look for dragons, I said to Pooh.
Yes, let's.
Said Pooh to me. We crossed the river and found a few.
Yes, those are dragons, all right.
Said Pooh.
As soon as I saw their beaks, I knew. That's what they are.
Said Pooh, said he.
That's what they are.
Said Pooh. Let's frighten the dragons, I said to Pooh.
That's right.
Said Pooh to me. I'm not afraid, I said to Pooh, and I held his paw and shouted, Shoo! Silly old dragons! And off they flew.
I wasn't afraid.
Said Pooh, said he.
I'm never afraid with you.
So wherever I am, there's always Pooh. There's always Pooh and me. What would I do, I said to Pooh, if it wasn't for you? And Pooh said,
True. It isn't much fun for one, but two can stick together.
Says Pooh, says he.
That's how it is.
Says
The
Pooh.
Duck.
And the Kangaroo.
By Edward Lear. Said the duck to the kangaroo, Good gracious, how you hop! Over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through. And we go to the Dee and the Jelly-Bo-Lee, over the land and over the sea. Oh, please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo.
Said the kangaroo to the duck. This requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and there seems but one objection, which is, if you'll let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me the rheumatiz, said the kangaroo.
Said the duck, as I sate on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks, which fit my web feet neatly. And to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I'll smoke, all to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo.
Said the kangaroo, I'm ready, all in the moonlight pale. But to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady, and quite at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round, and who's so happy, oh who,
As the duck and the kangaroo.
Viola's response to Orsino in Twelfth Night.
By
William
Shakespeare.
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver but the palate, that suffer surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Ay, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should, your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined and thought, with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than well, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.